Yo guys, what's going on? It's Aces here today with another video. In today's video, it's going to be a quick one. I'm just going to let you know an update that happened this morning on Escape from Tarkov. Now, you guys are probably going to be freaking out with this one, but I want you to stick through this video so I can hopefully calm you down a little bit on why this change will not stick through the next patch. So this morning, BSG tweeted this image on screen, and then in a couple seconds, I will put the translated image on screen. If I can figure out how to do it, or if I can already find an image online, whatever I can do for you guys, I will throw it up for you. But this image is basically saying that there's a new tool to loot secure containers. Now, this is not actually what's happening. If you haven't got on Tarkov yet, you cannot loot other people's containers because, well, there's no containers to loot. So let's hop into my character page here. The stash is a damn mess because I have been buying out Peacekeeper left and right. But there is no containers right now. You cannot actually use the containers. So if you had anything in your container, what will happen is you will get a message from system and it will say returned items due to new item restrictions. We've seen this message before. I think it was a couple patches ago when you could no longer put thick cases inside of thick cases and item cases inside of item cases. There was one wipe where I just had item cases in item cases in item cases, infinite storage loop, and that was to at one point combat real money traders that they did pretty well doing that, and it's actually created a pretty nice balance. I honestly really do like having all my thick cases on one screen and not having to click. It's nice. I like it. I think it was a good change anyway. But secure container, you're wondering, can we put this on our character still? No, you cannot. Item is not compatible. No, you cannot use an alpha. No, you cannot use an epsilon. No, you cannot put a container on right now. There is 0 secure containers right now in the game for PMCs. Now, let me tell you why this is not going to stick no matter what. And I'm going to give you the biggest reason first. Community backlash. But before we really hop into that, the other reason is a lot of players paid $140 for EOD specifically for the Gamma container. Now, obviously, saving millions and millions and millions of rubles to upgrade your stash is definitely very helpful for getting EOD, but a lot of players actually do it for the Gamma. It's very, very helpful having that extra space, and only the real grinders are ever going to get Kappa. So, you know, being able to have a 3x3 as your secure container rather than a 2x2, or once you get to the 2x4 for the Epsilon, it's like, it's just night and day. It is so, so helpful. So when you're paying, you know, the base version of the game, standard, is $40. When you're paying $100 extra for a better edition of the game, you want that container. This is the number one or the number two reason, I guess, that this won't stick. But the number one reason is there's a lot of casual players that still play Tarkov. Obviously, there's a lot of us who've been playing since, you know, a year and a half ago, January, when the whole Tarkov boom happened. But other than that, there's been new players left and right over the last year and a half. There's tons of players in this game. It is a flourishing game, and this is a change that will not stick. We're in a pre-wipe event, guys. There's bosses on 8 million maps now. There's raiders on every single map. Every single scav is a raider. It's normal pre-wipe right now. This is a testing phase. They are testing all of these things on different maps. This is the best time for BSG and Nikita to get some of these little testing features out of the way. And, for example, I would not be surprised if we see the flea market disabled tomorrow. If they are waiting until Thursday to wipe the game, they are implementing all of these tests, these quick one-day tests, and doing different events and doing different things to test out different features in the game. This is the best time for them to do it because they know the game's going to wipe. At the end of the day, it's not going to affect anybody more than a week, and you're going to have a lot of players on during this time to get the feedback. Now, here's where the problem occurs, where all the casuals, all the little Timmies, you know, the people who don't play often at all, who really rely on that secure container to play the game, are going to, you know, just give a severe amount of backlash. It's basically going to be as simple as that. There's going to be a ton of backlash from this, and that's actually really good. And the reason that's good is because it gives the feedback to Nikita and BSG. That feedback, you know, even if it's super negative, they might not care, but at the end of the day, feedback is feedback. And they're just trying to understand. This is the first time I think they've ever done this. So, you know, there's a first for everything. And we saw, you know, a while back, we saw Found and Raid Flea Market when it was finally implemented. How there was a ton of backlash on that. But in my opinion, it fixed a lot of problems in the game, and it was a really good change. Now, the Gamma container, the Alpha container, Beta, Epsilon, all those being removed, I don't think that's a great change. I think that's a very important part of the game. I think it's very, very important. Um, but at the end of the day, it's for testing. And maybe it's just for just 2 days. Maybe it's for one day. Maybe it's for not even 12 hours today. Maybe we see our secure containers back in. You know, they can very easily, you saw the image that I put on screen that, you know, there's a new tool to open the containers. They can very easily release a press release very similar to that, saying that Fence has made brand new secure containers with, you know, reinforced whatever material, and they can no longer be looted. It's that simple. Don't freak out. Your secure containers are going to be back in your pouch slot sometime soon, whether that's next week or tomorrow. I don't know, but don't freak out. If they were completely removing this feature for good, there would be no pouch slot here. It would just be gone. It would just be erased. They simply just took the restriction and applied it. It's as simple as that. Don't freak out. They'll be back soon. If they're not, you can come back here and say I was wrong, but I guarantee you they would lose like at least 30% of their rat players right out of the gate by not putting this on in the next wave. So that's what I have to say. The secure containers will 100% be back. Do not worry. I just wanted to give you guys some reassurance, a little extra video for you here today. I still plan on making the Bitcoin video on how to fix it later today. So make sure you leave that like if it helped you out, gave you some peace of mind for the day. Hop in Tarkov. Experience it, man. This is what it's like to be a true Chad, losing everything and having zero return even when you die. This is what it's like. Get out there, get in some raids, kill some scavs, kill some raiders, kill some PMCs. Let me know how you guys are doing today in Tarkov. How are you feeling about this change? Drop it in the comments below. That's all I got. Leave that like, subscribe for new sponsors. Equipment description below. That's all I got. Thank you for stopping by. I'm out.